Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of Shadow Empire. In previous episode we managed to push across the river over here once again. I think they are probably going to be pushing us back eventually, but I think for right now we still have at least a chance. What are these? Right, so these are the machine gunners and infantry. And we've got a bit of recon over here. There's a bit of enemy troops over there. I don't actually want to attack into this road quite yet. What I'm going to try to do is weaken up that one. We can't really do that in this round though. So we're just going to go through a little bit of the stuff that we could do still on this round. Which is at least, I know that we had the mission to increase the private sector buildings in total. So what I suppose I could do is I could go for the zoo brooches at least. Let's see. Kathmandu probably doesn't have one yet. Oh no, it did have one already in there. Another one maybe to Dad. And then commercial project, we could probably give the hidden village one. Give Taz one. I don't know if it's going to be staying in there, most of those, but, you know, we can at least do something. And the commercial area in Spokomania is upgraded as well. There we go, so that should be taking care of that mission at least. That'll be good. And we did get the new tactical bombers over here, so I was doing a bit of calculations, and technically speaking, with the 14 hex range, if they are at full fuel and readiness and all that, they can do airstrikes on the length of the entire front here, which is quite good news, actually. We did we actually get those fighter bombers yet? I don't think we did. No, we decided not to do that yet. Last round, because they are going to be taking a bit more fuel and all that. We don't really have the fuel production yet, especially since we lost another fuel or oil drill somewhere. I don't remember where exactly that was. Was it? Oh, it was actually in Coral, wasn't it? Yeah, there used to be one there. Oh, that means that there's probably a little bit more. Well, there's not that much more population in here, quite frankly. So I guess it's a slightly better situation overall, but I guess what we might want to start doing soon enough, actually, if we were to get a fuel refinery somewhere, then that would already make the situation a bit easier for the fuel situation total. Like, a city, I mean, technically speaking, there is still a lot of fuel, well, some fuel over here that we could get without too much issues. But I suppose just having a, oh, did we already have that building in here, actually? Biorefinery, no, we don't have one yet. That would take a bit of fuel, food, which I believe we still got plenty. Is it a little bit of energy, but that's actually quite small amount total. We'll get one of these, and that will hopefully, I mean, how much do we have extra food production? Almost 700 actually. And we got some farms that are not working on full speed either. Now we do have a decent bit of extra energy, although not that much, all things considered. We did start working on the solar panels here, so we've got 2 buildings being built in Spike this next round. And we do have our artillery still over here. I suppose what we could do is we could do a bit of an airstrike there. Let's just double check real quick the battles that we had in the previous round. So they did push us back in the south a bit. And then they did a airstrike over here. And then did an artillery strike over here where our counter-artillery batteries destroyed some of their guns. And then they tried to attack with tanks. We lost a bit of tanks and some infantry. But that's about it. But we've already done the replacement troops, so we don't need to worry about that one. Let's get to the next round then. Seems to be pulling back a little bit, troops. Oh, we lost some APCs, but we did also destroy 10 tanks there. I think the APCs aren't really that strong anyway. And they shouldn't be all that expensive either. Lots and lots of troop movement there. I think they're going to attack. Oh, well, we destroyed 20 tanks there. And then they pushed us back a little bit. Regardless, they did take quite a bit of casualties, but yeah, they're going to push us back probably behind the river once again. We got 60 tanks, 200 walkers, so that 200 walkers was the beast in the jungle. We lost 100 infantry and 20 tanks. I mean, not the best. Ooh, more fuel discovered in Ansangdi. Wait, they found their own fuel? Oh my goodness. That's a game changer. Yeah, there's fuel right there. If we could get that one, well, I suppose we need to get trucks in here first, and then we're going to do a bit of logistics. We can get our own oil from there. So at that point, Ansang is going to be pretty much fully self-sufficient for a while. I mean, okay, power is something that they'll probably need. So we'll let the decisions real quick. Okay, we don't need to change the priorities there. Waste disposal accident. Yes, you'll have our full support. Failure. Danger increased by 10%. And investment in private economy in Ansang. Okay, 240 credits. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. It is thanks to them that that entire place is really alive anyway. So if we have a look at the battles real quick, so there was one battle in the north where we lost the 20 APCs, they lost 10 tanks. Then over here they lost 20 tanks. And 30 tanks, that was a lot of tanks attacking there though. Then a bit of an artillery strike, and that was the beast attacking. Alright then. So now if we have a look at our tanks, I suppose one of the things that I could do is just take both of these tanks. They don't have a lot of action points necessarily, but we can probably deal quite a bit of damage in that limited action points that we have. Well, I suppose that's pretty decent. 60 tanks at least destroyed. Plus one of the specialists, so yeah, I'll take it. And we can defend across the river over here, maybe a little bit easier anyway. Seems like this area is not really that much. Oh, hello. I see what you did. You pulled back. Let's move some of these around. We'll keep the AA guns over here for now. They'll probably try to move in here and try to attack some of this stuff soon enough. I suppose, do we have our... we got the Hueys over here. Can we do an air attack on... no, we don't have range on any of that. But that does mean that they pulled back the infantry in here, which is what we kind of wanted to happen. We got our Hawks. How far can you do an air attack? Ah, there's quite a bit of range, actually. In fact, I'm kind of wondering if I should do an air attack on the airfield there with the Hawks. I don't know if these actually have any defensive or fighting capabilities against the enemy planes, though. So maybe we'll just do an airstrike over here. No kills, but quite a bit of hits there. There's a 16 hits in just, you know, 10 rounds or so. That must have been pretty bad on their readiness. Oh yeah. It's not looking great there for them. Then if we were to do a bit of range attack on this as well, just use those two. Well, the artillery is definitely weakened there now. Although, they didn't take any losses directly, but can our tanks... oh, our tanks could actually attack now. Oh, there we go. So 10 guns and 40 tanks, and no losses for us. I think that's pretty decent. I don't know if I want to necessarily move any further here right now. I'm just trying to weaken them as much as possible. We do need to get a bit more fuel, though. Although, I suppose that's... well, we're going to get some from the refinery in here, which is still going to take another 2 rounds to be built, and after that it's going to take another round. So in 3 rounds we're going to start getting some of the stuff there. I'm pretty sure we started building... right, we got the oil drill there. I mean, this one's still got a decent bit of fuel. We could upgrade this, I suppose, to increase the fuel production total. There's a bit of logistical issues in here still. I suppose we could get another truck station over here. We did get the... actually, I don't think we were building anything in here. We could probably build a truck station here to support a bit further. Oh, there's a fuel in the black market as well. Okay. So yeah, building a truck station over this intersection over here could probably be quite handy. Yes, sir. And not very difficult to achieve. There's a bit of combat in here. We lost another 20 APCs, did we not? Yes, indeed. So yeah, they got a bit of expenditure in there, but it's not too bad, all things considered. And we could probably start pushing these forward. Oh, that can't move forward yet. Guess what I could do is I could group up these, and then that one can go along the flank there. They've got a bit of area there still that they've captured. But now we can see that they've got a lot of troops stockpiled over here. That's mountains, so the tanks can't really attack there. And this one's jungle across the river, so if they try to attack this one, I think we'll mostly be fine. I could probably move these forward, though. And then the question arises, that's an all-out attack, so the defense is, well, it's infantry. 50% die on retreat. If we could push these enemy back, would it be possible? Let's just throw everything in there. We might take a bit of casualties in this. But if we can force them to retreat... there we go, we push them back. We have a bit of casualties, admittedly, but we've taken that. There's something moving across here. It's probably one of the beasts that is just skipping along there. So building that one, that's gonna cause some issues for the logistics in here for short term, but long term that will be fine. We could probably build another oil drill over here. We'll send a bit more workers to Kathmandu. I know that we need a bit more in there, so we'll send the 600 there this time around. Still need a lot more workers in there right now, but I suppose that's the construction work is the big problem there. Once that work is done, let's actually have a look. What are we constructing directly right now? Ah, right, so we got the solar panel field already done. We got the airbase in Kathmandu's done. We got oil drilling facility in Kazoo almost done. Then the rail station is going to take a little bit longer in Kathmandu, and we started building the oil drilling facility there. We're going to be building the truck stations, Mania, and the biofuel refinery soon enough. So we need to get a lot of fuel. That is what we're trying to do now. We tried to attack that stack, but we didn't do quite enough damage. We did at least push back the enemy there. We could even move in there, but I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or not. We don't necessarily have the proper coverage in there right now. You know what, we're going to move... Okay, there is a lot of troops in there, admittedly, but we're going to move in there regardless. Move this one in. Maybe move in, like, 2 of these units here. We're going to move in one of the AA guns a little bit more central. These can stay in the rear still. And I suppose we do also have our Hueys over here that could probably do another air attack on the enemy here. Maybe destroy a few tanks. Okay, well, we didn't destroy anything. We did get a couple hits, but not enough. And we did the range attacks already as well. There's a bit of infantry over here. I'm sure that that can hold for now. Got the AA guns in here. These could technically speaking move into the middle to cover all of these troops. And then we've got one over here that covers the southern half. I don't think we need to worry about that one too much right this moment. There is quite a bit of traffic flowing through here. Did we upgrade the railway in here already? We did, okay. So there's 6,000 rail points that we can use from there, and it does increase the range that we can transport the stuff along with as well. We did have a railhead over here in Oasis. That's something that we might want to spread out the rail at least to Elko. Isn't easier said than done, of course. Oh, did we get the railhead? Oh, we got the rail station in here, actually. They need a bit more population for the private lab, though, but oh well. So at least the logistics to the north seem to be, well, not necessarily the best, but they could be a lot worse, let's just say. There's a lot of troops in here, though. If they attack, then we might lose a bit of cities in here. I guess what I could do is I could, now that we don't have a oil field over there, I can move this one to Zhate to help defend there. There's a lot of traffic through here as well. We do have the railway going up to Coral, but it doesn't go all the way to Zhate. But, you know, at least it's a railhead. We can bring in stuff with train there, and then trucks can deal with the rest of it. And over here, I suppose one of the things Clef is, well, it doesn't have any productions per se. But if we were to get a little bit of rail going at least up to there, it's a lot of metal, not that much industrial points actually. One thing that is going to take some industrial points though is more ammo. There we go. And then, Albertus, how is your worker situation? It's actually not too bad. There's a bit of extra, in fact. Well, I suppose they are a resource to the north, but we haven't really started working with that. I could perhaps build a bit of a dirt road, though. Through the forest, maybe get up to here. Provide some supplies to this area. Now, these are the mercenaries, so they don't need supplies per se. But, you know, it wouldn't hurt having some supplies there for production purposes, and also if we need to bring in other troops into that area. And I believe there's something in here that we can't really see right now. I don't know if the machine gun and... Well, I suppose we got some anti-tank guns. We got a decent entrenchment to begin with. So, it's a bit risky moving up here, but I think we might stand a chance holding that. But let's... actually, let's double check the southern flank. Oh, there we go. We can move these troops backwards. Let's move them there at least. Got a unit over here that could maybe cause a bit more issues for the enemy supplies. Thanks to the road in here. We've got the troops in this area. So right now, we are able to recover a little bit. Once these get back in better shape, we could probably use them to deal a bit more damage on the enemy one in this area. Or try to cut them off again. But like, we just don't have the troop concentration down here in the south yet to do that. And we don't have the logistics in good enough shape for doing that either. Well, I suppose we've got the airfield. Oh, right, yeah, we've got the Hueys over here that we can send all the way to center, top core already. And starting from next round onwards, so we can start using them maybe to deal damage, especially at the infantry and a lot of other things, admittedly. But doing some damage over here will, of course, help us to then keep control of this region, we can maybe cut them off a bit more permanently over there. Logistic issues over here kind of force our hand. We can't really do too much on that. I suppose one of the things that I could do is upgrade a bit more sealed road up to there. We've got so much construction there that we don't actually want to do any more or use any more of the points. So let's get to the next round. We do still have about 7,000 recruits. Now, we could always recruit a bit more in spying. That's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, trying to save up a lot of the population for improving our economy. Oh, there's a bit of an airstrike there. We did shoot down 10 of their planes, though. Put an air track on our tanks in the eastern front. They'll probably try to attack them as well, or maybe not. Doesn't look like they are. Not this round anyway, which means that we can do our counterattack again. Killed 10 planes, will lose 100 infantry. I mean, I suppose that's a fair enough trade. Aha, private assets are 78. We got that one done. We got the block of 3 completed. Now let's have a look at the decisions. Internet with democratic activists. We don't have a particularly good... Alright, Governor of Taz. I'm going to reverse the decision. We might have to do a few things to improve some of the relations with the governors, though. Right, we still haven't gotten the stuff for the better infantry yet. We could get a bit heavier artillery again. Go for, like, even heavier artillery. I don't suppose we've gotten the new mechanized artillery yet, have we? Or did we get that already? We did get the Roller 2, which uses the 25mm steel plating. We could probably go for, like, polymer plating with 25mm. Or we could redesign our APC now that we started using them a little bit. Where's that little bugger? Probably further up. There you are. So troop carrier to... Yeah, we'll keep the gas-powered machine gun there. Reduces the ammo use a little bit, and it's not too expensive or anything. And then we're going to go for the 25mm polymer plating. So it's less metal that we need. The industrial point cost is the same. The weight is reduced. So it will be even better with the same engine. And we'll just hold on to the heavy diesel engine. It might be a bit of overkill even at this stage. Minor worker strike in Albertus. Guess we can give in to some of their demands. Right, so there we go. That's those dealt with. There's a bit of... Oh, right, let's have a look at the replacement troops. I may have forgotten to order some of them. We needed more armored transport. We need some more machine guns. I guess that's about it. Looks like the fuel situation is now slightly getting better. The ammo situation, well, we did produce quite a bit overall. It looks like the situation down here is slowly improving. So that's good news. There's still the enemy over there, but we might not advance on the northwestern front right now. In the southern front, they... Oh, hello. Right, well, I suppose we've got a lot of supplies flowing through there. We've got our planes here now. So how far can we do an air attack? Not very far right now. I suppose we don't have the fuel in here yet. Did we get the rail station? No, the rail station in Kathmandu is not completed yet. And they do need a lot more workers in here, so let's just send in another 600. I know that we need workers in a lot of places, admittedly, but we'll just start doing a few things at a time. Then, over here, I suppose we can do another attack with our tanks. Okay, we didn't last very long in that combat, but at the same time we did still destroy 60 tanks at least. Yeah, 60 tanks. So it's not all bad. I don't think we initially want to attack there quite yet, or push across the river there quite yet. Over here they did not push us back, oddly enough. I wonder if I should move in my artillery over there. No, I think I'm going to move the artillery in here still, so we can do counter battery fire. We could use these, I suppose, to do some range attack. Especially on this one. Got quite a few hits. And then we can just use the... Oh, actually. Well, we might be able to use the Hueys of it. No, the Hueys do not have the range. The Hawks do have the range, though. I suppose we could use the Hawks over here. We can even send in the Interceptors to aid them. Well, it's a lot of hits, not a lot of kills, though. We've got a decent bit of recon on that as well. Yeah, 272 recon there now. That's pretty decent. I don't suppose I can attack with my tanks over there. No, I could attack this stack, but that is a lot of tanks there. I don't really have the fuel for doing that quite yet. There's one of the things that I could do. I could start building a road in there to provide the stuff a little bit further. They probably destroyed some... Like, I'm pretty sure we had the road going all the way there, but they destroyed the road that we had. I could try attacking this deck now that we've reduced the readiness. No, actually, we didn't reduce the readiness all that much in the end. So, perhaps not right now, anyway. I think we've got... Yeah, this core is kind of split up in here. Oh, right. We did have a fuel in here, or oil drill over there. That's one of the oil drills that we lost. Then we've got our Hueys down here. They could probably do an air attack. Nope. Not enough range. And these troops... I mean, these are now slowly getting the fuel, hopefully. I could maybe move these to the road over there, dig in. We've got some more infantry over here that could maybe start going around, or at least make sure that they can't outflank us in here. Capture a bit of the road there. We could maybe get a bit of a road through here eventually, but that's going to take a while. But now we've got a bit more road in here. I suppose the supplies do flow slightly easier there, especially if we don't use the artillery too much, then it's not going to be too bad of an issue. I think they're building a road through the mountains here just to get the troops into this area faster. Or they might be going through this area, which I guess is fair game. Ah, the truck station did not quite yet complete. We are going to need a lot more fuel after this round, I reckon. Let's go ahead and do a nice little range attack over here once again. I think that units are starting to get a decent bit of experience. Oh, they got a scavenger team there. That's quite nice. Well, we got 2 hits though, no kills. So how are the experience in here? No, it's still lots of regulars. Okay. I was expecting a bit higher at this stage, I'll admit. We've got the railway going up to Cleft over here. Did we... We never built up the building in here though, so I guess if we just get a truck, or the railhead rather, it doesn't take too much workers to build it. I would suppose... Yeah, there's a bit of extra workers in Alberta, so that should be done quite easily, so we can get the supplies at least a bit easier to Alberta. It's not necessarily all the way through yet, but it will also allow us to get the stuff from the metal mine over here to the rest of the nation slightly easier. We did the strikes there. I suppose that's good enough in there. We did a battle in here as well, which didn't go... Well, I mean, it went fair enough, or fairly well, but could be better. So we got the railhead... Oh, right. There's another thing that I could do in here, is I could get another truck station into the light thermal. I know that does require a bit more workers from Kazoo, and there's already a bit of a lack of population there. I suppose there is some natural growth for the population there already, so that does help the situation. Oh, and there's the sea serpents over here once again on the coastline. But I think soon enough we might be able to start pushing them back in here. We might want to... Well, maybe not yet. I think we might actually want to hold on to the northern road here and clear out the southern road at some point. Well, at least some of the road in here, just so that it's not, you know, using both sides of this road here and wasting truck points that way. We've got the AA guns there. That's good enough for now. They do use actually a bit of stuff here, so maybe we should get another one of these anti-tank gun, AA gun mechanized things. They do cost a lot of points though, or a lot of troops, but the 80 anti-tank guns, 100 armor, and 20 flak guns. That's 2,000 recruits. Maybe we could actually go for something slightly easier. Maybe we just get a garrison brigade to support that. We could get the AMG 2s and the flak 20s, or no, flak 2, not flak 20s. So slightly smaller formation. And I'm going to do a quick little strategic movement. I guess get it to... I'm going to actually get it to here, and then I can move along, or through the forest here, hopefully, with a reasonable speed. And then get up to here to start supporting this area, because they are using some planes in here. They probably have an airfield somewhere near the cyber biped, for all we know. But I think that's enough for this round. Let's get to the next one. We still haven't bought any of the high-tech parts, actually. That's something that we should probably start doing soon enough. Oh, there's a bit of artillery strikes there. It's a good thing that we brought our own artillery there, so we can do counter battery. So we didn't kill anything, we didn't lose anything. I guess that's good enough. Ooh. Right, so we got the heavy armor core now done. I wonder how much that is going to cost. Just out of curiosity, I don't think we're going to afford it right now, but if we were to go for Heavy Armor Brigade, that's about 5,000 industrial points. A little bit expensive, especially if we go for the Metalheads 2, or Metalhead 2s. Yeah, okay. So it's a bit on the rough end. But at the same time, man, would it be... Well, first of all, we'd need to have a lot of fuel. How much can we store, actually, right now? 11,000? I mean, there's a decent bit. Ah, right, the sea asks you to participate. I think industrial base would be more beneficial for us right now.
Order acknowledged.
Now we need to operationalize something else. Mechanized heavy machine gun infantry army. That would be a lot of machine guns in that one. Because both the APCs and the machine gun infantry would have machine guns in there. I'm starting to kind of think that maybe we should go for a bit more mechanized infantry, or mechanized troops, because the APCs that we have are pretty decent against the enemy infantry. Well, not massively good against the enemy infantry, but they are okay, all things considered. Although there's also the Siege Grenadier Infantry Army. I wonder what that is. Siege Grenadier Infantry Army, so if we go for the battalion size, so it is 600 infantry, 10 artillery, 100 machine guns, and 100 RPGs. So that's only about 900 men per battalion. So it's about 5,000 total then? Well, that wouldn't necessarily be too bad. It's got a bit of everything. Especially with the artillery, they can do a decent bit of damage. We could probably go for that one. And now we got a option to make some custom formations. There's a Siege Infantry Brigade. Did we already do a Siege Infantry Brigade 2 at some point or not? Yes, we did. I don't remember what we have in there, quite frankly. Oh, right, we got the Independent Motorized Flak / Artillery Brigade. I'm actually going to postpone the decision right now. Get a bit more points, so we're going to maybe customize something else. Major Worker Strike in Ansung. We'll give in to some of their demands. American Zhate has investment in private economy in Spike. Sure. Now, since we didn't have too much combat in here, I guess what we could do... Ooh, there's a lot of troops there. Can we use our... Well, that's the fighters. We've got the Hawks in here. Some of them have already gotten a bit of experience. So if we were to do... Let's start with the air attack in here. No, those don't have the range. These don't have the range either. What about these? I mean, these do have some range. I wonder if we could try to destroy the enemy artillery over there in the mountains. Or we could just do a bit of an airstrike over here. They might send in their planes to intercept us. Doesn't look like they actually did, though. So we destroyed 10 tanks. I mean, it's not a lot, I'll be honest. But I suppose after that, if we were to attack with our prop tanks... 20-to-1 ratio on the odds there, so I think... Well, it didn't last very long, let's just say that, but we did destroy 80 tanks, or 80 units total. Oh, and 10 surrender, so that's 90 tanks that they lost, and a specialist. Wait a minute, is that true? Well, there might be something that we didn't see that we destroyed. Wait, no, it's... Yeah, no, it's 80. So that's 5 and... Oh yeah, okay. It does actually match the calculations. Never mind. Do wonder if we should do... Ooh, right, is it... Oh! Which one of these should be doing the defending? You got the fluid defense. How about we send this one to attack? Pretty bad attack values in there, though. You know what, maybe we don't do that yet. One of the things that I could do, though, is I'm going to use range attack on the enemy artillery here. Oh, we got a kill. We probably damaged them a decent bit. Yeah, the readiness is now reduced. So if we were now to take the GI, well, the infantry and all that in here, so it's only 1 to 4. I guess if we, well, we don't want to use both of these. You know what, let's go ahead and send our artillery to do a strike there as well. Don't know if it'll do much damage, admittedly. Not too much. But now it might be a bit better chances of pushing them out. We did push them back. We didn't destroy them, but, you know, it keeps them at bay for a while. They've got some tanks over here still in the northern flank, so we can't really do much about that one. We did already do the combat in here, did we not? Yes, we did. We could try to move in the blitzers in here, but I think that's going to be a trap. I don't think we want to go in there quite yet. I'm going to move this one back to get back to supplies. I think right now it's not in a good shape. And I think it might also be time to start slowly pushing into this snow areas in here. Start threatening the road over there, for example. like so. Oh, they got another road going down here. Okay. I don't know if it's resources or if it's just, you know, alternative road to go into the area. We could get over here. We'll move this. Oh, there we go. Now we spotted some enemies. I bet that in the next round, our tanks will probably have something to fight there again. And over here, the supplies are still a little bit tight, but not too bad. We've got the trucks transport in here now, so I suppose the total transportation capability in Spokomania will be bigger. It's not quite yet bigger, but it will be. Now we've got our AT and AA guns in here. We did get another... Oh, right, yeah, we got the garrison over here, didn't we? I guess we can move this one in. Well, it's going to be a bit of a slow movement, admittedly, but they can slowly move through the forest there. They didn't really do any damage on this flank, if I'm not mistaken. And over here, I suppose we could continue with the range attacks. One day, we'll get a few kills more. But once we start getting a bit more experience for these, then we will have a bit higher chance of dealing the damage. Oh, there we go. There's a kill. Not that it did much damage, but, you know, it's still a kill. But we need to deal a lot more damage in there to push through. I mean, honestly, getting a rocket artillery over here might be actually a better idea. Because they don't have any entrenchment, thus they would take a lot of damage from the rockets. That's something to think about, for sure. I don't know if we want to move in any further in here, but we could probably do a bit more movement. Oh no, Alberto's right. Well, there's still a bit of a lack of logistics through all of this. It could be worse. And over here we had the battles. I think with that we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.